Okay, our audio's on. That means we're live.
Yay!
Hey guys, how are you this afternoon? It is
Fan-
this afternoon.
Yep.
It is this afternoon.
Some places of the United States
Welcome.
and of the world.
Welcome
Sometimes it's early morning.
to the Big Family Homestead.
Feels like it's early morning here.
I've got my cough drop, my Ricola.
I know. I forgot to bring one upstairs.
You want half?
No.
I can bite it for you.
It's really okay.
I can bite it hard.
No, it's all good. I have water.
I'm a giver.
Yes.
I'm willing to give. How you guys doing today? This was kind of planned.
Kind of not.
Kind of.
Not really.
What she said.
Yeah, not really.
There's stuff that we want to convey. Here it is. There it all. That's it.
That's all you get to see. You'd have to go back and pause it to be able to read it.
Yeah, but there's a lot of important stuff. And we feel like we value you guys as subscribers and viewers enough to where we don't want to just like do a bunch of things and then you go, well, what just happened? I don't even know what just happened.
Okay.
So first of all, say hi to everybody, Mama. There's not a lot of people here yet, which is great because it's like not like a Prepper Monday or a Monday Night Live where you're just desperately trying to read so fast.
Well, I don't think I could anyway. My head's so foggy today. It's
We're sick.
We are sick. Okay, we didn't turn the air conditioner on in the house yesterday. I asked you, and you said, no, don't worry about it.
That was like 11 o'clock at night.
It was 10.
When we were going to bed, and we were in bed.
We were going to bed, yeah.
And she's like, you want me to turn that on? Meaning, what she
Because I have to set it up.
Translation, that means, Brad, go do it for me.
No, that is not what it meant. I just needed a little bit of help.
It totally means that.
Because the air conditioner's heavy.
That's like, oh, wouldn't it be great if we had AC right now? And I wasn't taking the bait.
Anyway.
I was like, yeah, it would be.
Okay.
It really would be.
So anyway, I suffered because I didn't turn it on.
We suffered.
It was probably 85 degrees in our room last night.
Nice and sweaty in the sloppy
and very
mattress.
humid. It was gross. So gross to where I actually felt nauseous in the middle of the night, to where I had to get up, and I went downstairs to the living room where we have an overhead fan. And then I tried to sleep on the couch, and then finally did fall asleep, and then had a horrible nightmare. It was awful.
It's because I wasn't with you to defend you.
I know.
Defend you, and
I know.
I am a man who will fight for your honor. Sounds better when I don't have a cold.
Yeah. So, and then
Peter
up early,
Cetera.
so I'm a little foggy today.
Next time, turn it on. It's not that easy.
It's really actually not. It's one of the portable air conditioning units. Portable, right. But it doesn't have...
It has to vent out the window.
It has to vent out the window, and it also has a humidifier or dehumidifier in it, to where I have to get it up off the ground so that the liquid, the water from the air, can go into a bucket. So it's really kind of a hassle to set up. So I got it set up this morning because it was still really, really hot, and I really wish you would stop doing that. You have no idea how distracting that is.
I'll do it over here. So that is completely not what we were here to talk about.
No, it's just that's my excuse of being all foggy.
But you kind of know what you're gonna get, right? I mean, honestly. Hey, Cynthia from France. Hello.
Kathia. It's Kathia.
Well, I apologize for getting it wrong.
Yes, she comes from France.
She comes from France.
She comes from France.
Welcome.
I've never been to France.
I have only seen video and pictures.
I've seen pictures. Mm-hmm. I'm not exactly sure if I would want to go overseas. No, I don't know. I don't have a passport yet, so.
I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere, man. And you know what? A lot of it is just, it's the same stuff. I mean, yeah, the architecture's different.
Yeah.
The food's different. That's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. But you can find that if you go to any big city.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I guess, the reality, and sorry for folks that are watching from overseas, but I just love my country.
Yeah.
And I can get access to anything I want here, whether I want to see amazing, like the Grand Canyon or humongous mountain
Niagara
ranges
Falls.
or Niagara Falls, or if I
Mhm.
want to see forests, or if I want to see amazing,
Right.
white Christmases, or even a lot of the chalet towns. There's a lot of that around, and
Yeah.
so I don't mean to offend. I promise you I don't. I'm sure you guys love your country the same way we love ours.
Right. Well,
And there's nothing wrong with that.
and for me, I'm kind of a homebody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like to travel much. So
Yeah. So anyway, today wanted to talk a little bit about some changes that are coming. Major changes. And that's actually not a joke. There's no joke from that.
No, it's not clickbait.
Yeah. So I guess we've got a list of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half kind of major changes here. So the first of the major changes is, it's funny, I'm sorry, I got distracted, but a lot of folks are saying they love Canada, and I've been to Canada a lot, and Canada's beautiful. Don't get me wrong, Canada's beautiful.
I haven't been to Canada since we were in high school.
Yeah.
So.
Matter of fact, I was just talking to Bill and Elizabeth. They're our Thrive Life upline, and promise we're not going into Thrive Life today.
No.
But they just were driving through Banff.
Oh, cool.
It's one of the most gorgeous places on the planet, people. And that's one place I've not been, but I've just seen video, and it just is amazing. Anyway, squirrel. So here we go. Come on. You can use that title as clickbait? No way, man. This is actually true stuff. Okay, format changes. I have been making, and up until probably 3 months ago, I had made a video every day for 4.5 years running. Yeah. Every day.
You guys have no idea how much, unless you're a content creator, you have no idea how much work that actually is. And coming up with the content, editing doing the work, editing all of that content, and then uploading it. That's so much work. Well, sometimes he's up here for 12 to 14 hours.
Yeah. It's a job just like any other job. Yeah. And I think people don't understand that. I do make, people squawk and be like, well, you make money. Well, yeah, we make a little. It's not that much you make off of YouTube. No. But we make money elsewhere. YouTube is the other thing we do. Yep. I mean, it doesn't sound like it today, but I even do voiceover work.
Yes, he does.
But I've got a cold. But the thing is, we're going to try to start doing a format change, in that what I've found is during our day-to-day, since Mama's doing homeschool during the day, we just heard a crashing sound down in the kitchen.
It sounds like it's okay. The kids are cleaning the kitchen, and I just heard a plate hit the ground.
And go blang, 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 blang.
It's one of those Pyrex plates, so it should be fine.
There was no broken sound.
No, there was no broken sound.
And there's no screaming, so we're good.
No, and nobody's coming up pounding on the door.
I don't hear footsteps on the stairs.
We're good.
No, we're good. Okay. So hey, Tess. Hi, guys.
That's the luxury of having paper thin walls.
There is a blessing. You got to look at the bright side.
Well, and the kitchen is right below this bedroom, so it's not too far.
So what I found, guys, is I will try to, on days that nothing's going on, like Mama's downstairs doing homeschool, and it's wet outside, so I can't actually do any homesteading kind of stuff. I have a hard time, creating something that's interesting enough to watch. Yeah. And so my opinion of it is, if I can't make 10 minutes of something that I would sit down and watch, then I don't do it. Yeah. And it's been getting harder and harder to do it. Julie James, $50 broken plate.
Nah.
These ones are more like $3.
We got the whole set for $10.
That was
and it was a set of 12.
Anyway. Yeah. but if I can't put together content that's interesting enough for me to watch, then I feel like I'm gypping you guys. And so I don't want to do that. I don't want to just put a bunch of fluff. Like, for example, if we were working on, we're going to be doing some work, working with the wood later today after this.
Yep.
That was part of the deal. We were like, oh, let's do we'll stack some wood and we'll talk about the importance of getting wood stacked for the winter.
Yep.
So if I would normally think that would be like a 30-second or a 1-minute chunk, like no more. I mean, how much wood stacking can you watch?
Sped up, maybe.
But a lot of channels you'll have 2 minutes of walking around and carrying things. And you know what? Maybe if that's your thing, great. But it's just not my thing.
No, I mean 30 seconds and there's something going on. Yes. Come in.
Come on in. Hello.
Open the door.
It's Tim and Marianne.
Prepsteader Bob is here.
Nothing. We'll be there in a second.
Why don't you go say hi?
I'm gonna deal with that.
And yeah, Prepsteader Bob's here. Maybe we got the guest appearance. This was completely not planned.
No, not at all.
I'm going to probably scoot over to this chair in case he decides he wants to come on live. All right. Kathia says, how do you know, or how do you always find topics for all your videos? Well, Kathia, most of the time, it's whatever we're doing. And Robin, I love your daily videos, though. I think all your stuff is interesting. Okay, let me make sure that I make this clear, guys. We film what we're doing. We don't manufacture content. Like, I don't sit down with a storyboard and map out the month. A lot of channels do that. A lot of bigger channels do that, and I'm not picking at them. I'm not picking at them in any way. I'm saying what we do is what you see is what we get. That's it. It's WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get. And for example, the other day when we were cutting down trees, that's really what we were doing. We went over to Dairyman Mark's house and he invited us over, and it's just what's going on. But the problem is when we're heading into winter, Mama's still in school, and so I don't have Mama and the kids to help me and also make it interesting. I mean, I know you guys don't mind seeing me on the camera sometimes, but all the time it gets boring. I'll be the first one to say that. And so it's one of those things where it's like we have less content. So, are you sore from all the falls? Sharon says, I'll let you know on a little secret, Sharon. That one was faked. I did fall many times getting out of that stupid car. So it wasn't fake that I fell, but that one was faked because I was like, I knew I had to get out of the car. I knew I had to climb over, and it's been a challenge, especially with my muck boots on because they're big and goofy. And I had fallen like 3 times. But Hope wasn't filming. And I'm like, okay, Hope, I got to show him. And so I said, here, film this. And then right at the end, when my foot catches again, make sure you're filming. So yeah, sometimes we don't make it up like out of thin air, but sometimes it'll be, hey, we missed that. Why don't you do that again? If that makes any sense. Hey, Tess is from Germany. Hello to Germany. You know, Tess, my last name does not sound German, but we have mostly a German background. So, let's see. Oh, I wanted to say, we are not going to change, you know, what I want to do is I want to make our content even better. I don't want to have filler. I don't want to have stuff where it's like days where we don't have something really good to say. So we just kind of put filler in, if that makes sense. So what I had hoped what we would do is like, I'm going to try to tinker around with getting a structure together in that, like, we'll have an interview once a week. Maybe we talk to somebody from Baker Creek Seeds. We get them on the phone and we talk about, hey, what's the cool stuff this year? Or maybe we get a doctor on the phone and talk about moringa. I mean, one interview a week. And then maybe we do one kind of cooking video a week where Christa's involved. And then we do a few vlogs. Like you guys, I know you like the vlogs, the daily life stuff. And so don't think that we're ditching any of the good stuff. I'm just trying to figure out how I can streamline it so there's no filler. Does that make sense? Tess. So we're almost related. Well, you know, I do love my sauerkraut more than most Americans. So there it is. No?
No, they had to go.
Okay, what were they here for? Earlier, are you allowed to say?
Yeah, I was saving that meat for them.
Oh, you want that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Prepsteader Bob and Mrs. B.
Yeah.
They were here. And they were unexpected.
Well, I kind of knew they were coming, but I thought they were coming earlier in the day. So it's no big deal. But we had, we picked up our
We haven't talked about pigs yet. Hold on to that thought. Let me round this out.
Okay.
Then we'll come back to Prepsteader Bob. So we're not going to ditch anything. We're still going to do our Monday night live, and we're going to still try to do a cooking video. I'm going to try to do an interview video, and then a vlog or 2 or 3, depending if we have content.
Mm-hmm.
If we have content, we're going to do it. Like I can edit, you guys know I can edit one a day without any problem and still do the day. But I just don't want to do filler.
Well, and you have so much coming up with content for 7 days in a week is really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in the winter.
Wow.
Winter here there's not a whole lot going on.
Kathia says, I teach English in France. And what you say is even interesting for my students. What?
What? That's so neat.
What? When you spoke lately about your electronic devices and the internet. Oh, wow.
Oh, very cool.
See, you never know.
Yeah.
I guess more than anything, guys, I want to make sure that I'm giving my best. Mm-hmm. And I don't feel like that's happening because I'm scrambling around trying to go, oh, well, I guess I'll fix that.
Right.
Or, oh, I guess I'll pile that wood up and then film it and talk about how interesting that is. Mm-hmm. So, Alicia, we'll get to that. That's coming at the end. But I wanted to let you know that if you see some changes where it's like not every day you're going to get content, that might be me tinkering with what I feel works and doesn't work, if that makes sense. I would rather you guys not be stressed out. I just love watching you live vicariously.
Thank you.
And we love that too. Mm-hmm. Honestly, we love that too. And we're not stopping that. I just feel like, I don't know if I can put it a different way. I don't find it interesting piling wood up or doing this or that just so I have an extra 2 minutes of video.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah.
So, questions?
Yeah, Larry's asking what state we're in. We're in Wisconsin.
And
Central.
And a state of confusion, Larry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So, okay. Now, Prepsteader Bob and Mrs. B, that's what all the chaos was. You might not have heard it, but the dogs were barking and kids were yelling, and then the door.
Actually, Nana jumped up and hit him in the chin with her nose, and about knocked him over. So yeah, exactly.
To love on him?
Yeah, to love on him because she loves him and
Prepsteader Bob is a big guy, and he allows her, which I told him not to, but he allows her to jump up and put her paws up here. And I said, "Don't do it."
She got him in the chin and just about knocked him over. And
serves him right. I'm saying Nana gets an extra bone tonight.
No, she doesn't. She shouldn't be doing that.
Well, she's not getting bones anyway.
No, she doesn't get bones because she makes a mess.
Vern is correct. We are expanding, and I just want to trim the fat off of what we're doing.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not like what you're going to see is, I think you're going to see better content. It's not like things are going to go away, but it'll be more condensed where it's like, oh, okay, I got an update on what's going on with Grace.
Right.
It's not going to be a 4-minute update. It might be a 2-minute update.
Right.
Just depending on what we got going on.
Mm-hmm.
So, any questions? Let's skim them. You want to skim them?
There was, Vernon asked about Jonathan. Jonathan's actually done with basic training.
Mm-hmm.
Boot camp is for Marines, basic training is for Army.
Very cool.
He is in his AIT, which means Advanced Individualized Training.
Which means job training.
His job training, exactly. So he is smack dab in the middle of that, actually the first quarter of it. He doesn't graduate from there until December 18th, I think. So
Della.
He's loving it.
Great question, Della. I'm going to skim back up to Della.
Della.
On the cooking video, will it be live? Sure have missed them.
Oh.
Della, Scout's Honor, this is what I was going to do today. We have 10 pounds of ground beef on our counter downstairs that's thawing out right now because I was going to make my world famous chili live. The problem is you have to have a really pretty good computer to do live right.
Yeah.
Because it really taxes your computer to have like camera 1, camera 2. And you can't just have one camera when you're doing a cooking video because people want to see in the pot. And
you can't really turn the pot on its side.
And you can't really put the pot in front of the camera unless you've got $1 million camera studio, and we don't.
No.
So my plan was to do that, but then I just realized, I was like, oh, crud. I only have one good computer.
Yeah.
And I don't have the cabling to run everything downstairs. And even if I did, then how am I going to see a monitor to basically go, hey, now you can watch this one? So I'm trying to figure that out. And I'll tell you what, do me a favor. If you if you guys watching, because it would be an investment in my money and my time to get another computer. If that were to be the case, just put something in there and say, yeah, I really do miss them in the comments. That's all. Not asking for anything. It's just, it would be something I'd have to figure out. Well, okay, do I sell this piece of gear to get another computer? Because I can't. Right. I'd have to build it.
And it's not just the computer too. It's time.
Yeah.
Because,
which I don't mind doing. I just want to make sure it's valuable.
And it's not just your time either. It's my time because I'm helping with the cooking videos.
I was going to do it without you.
No, well, I know. But if we were making bread, I'd have to spend several hours preparing for that and making several different batches and things like that. So it's not just a computer thing.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys. I have a couple things that maybe I can consider parting with. In terms of my gear, like equipment, like my video equipment. See here, maybe you don't know, my past has been in recording industry. I've been in Christian rock bands. That's why you see all the guitars and stuff. There's a lot more of this junk, like it's all stacked up everywhere. Because I've gotten it throughout the years. Not now, not recently. It's just been there. And so, I have things that I don't necessarily use anymore, but it's like, oh, you remember I used that on that. And it's just sitting there gathering dust, truthfully. And I probably could part with some stuff, but it's like, oh, not that one. I recorded You Are My Son with that song. Yeah. So we'll figure it out. That is the first big thing. What?
BB says, no, at first you have to buy your house.
I agree, BB.
Yes. That's the thing.
That was
we
the
need
struggle.
to do that first. So, oh, goodness.
Well, Della and Robin, okay. I thought your cooking videos were live. They were.
We did do some for several months live, but the majority of them were not. See,
Brad is kind of a techno nerd, me.
Kind of.
And I figured out a way that you could take a pretty good computer, not something you bought from Walmart, but something that's like better than a gaming computer, but not something you'd make like movies on it. Like something I'd make.
Yeah.
And then I figured out, well, I can use these webcams and I can use all these good mics and make it sound like a real live show. And it is a real live show. It's just, I don't have to have $1 million to do it. I can do it with much less. Has Jonathan had his surgery yet? The answer is negative.
No, he has not. I think I don't know what they're waiting for, but it's the Army. It's hurry up and wait.
And truthfully, Jonathan is, he probably could request it, but when it's new and you're in your new place with new commanding officers and leadership, I don't think he wants to ask.
No, I think he wants to get through his AIT and then get to his duty station, and then do it, because he doesn't want to miss out on any of his training. I think that's why he hasn't pushed for it yet.
Right. Haunted 55. You know what? We watch you now. Why would we expect it to change? Thank you. And you know what? In all honesty, this is live. We're talking to you because we care about you guys, and we're talking to you not just so that it's not just thrown in your lap. And because I know that when we're out and about, once in a while we get to meet people, and they're like, it is kind of weird when you're in church though, and they'll go, "I love your videos."
It's kind of funny, actually.
But it's cool.
Yeah.
But I understand that you guys feel a connection that we do too. That it's like you feel like you're a part of what we're doing, and we get it.
I probably would do that if I saw Melissa in the room from Full House Homesteaders. I probably would just be really giddy because I think she's great. She's so smart, and I'd be like, Melissa's here. Melissa's here.
Hey, Cobb House from South Africa.
Oh, very cool.
Hello and welcome. Wish you were closer. My son would love to talk techie stuff with you. Hey, come on over. I'm a raging nerd when it comes to that kind of stuff. So that's what's going on with, if you see things happening a little bit differently, be patient till we figure out. It might take a month or two for us to shake things out and go, okay, I see that a lot of people like this.
Yeah.
Or, okay, there's a lot of people that are tolerating that. Mike DeFazio, let me know what gear you might need for the new setup. Never know what I might find around here. Mike DeFazio. Mike DeFazio has access to tech stuff too. Yeah. And actually,
there's another comment from Mike Patino too.
Well, I'll have to read that one. I haven't seen that one, but Mike DeFazio, we're actually using one of the hard drives he sent right now. Yeah. It's happening right now.
Well, and we've used we've
thumb drives and all kinds of goodies. So hats off, Mike. Thank you. Thank you. But anyway, so there's that. In order for me to do cooking videos, because I can't expect Mama to drop what she's doing with homeschooling either.
Well, it's right.
It's truth.
It's truth. Kids, their education is really important to me.
And me too.
Right. No, I'm not saying it's not. I'm not. That's not what I was saying. It's just it's really important for them to get the kind of education that they need and deserve. So.
Which is why I was going to do the chili on my own.
I know you were.
I wasn't going to ask you for a dang thing.
No, I know you were.
And then when I was getting ready to set up, I was like, oh, I forgot. I need the most important thing.
Right.
So anyway, you could sell toilet paper and I'll watch you. You know what?
Here you go.
No, you talk to them. I'll be right back.
Oh, no.
Answer questions.
All right, let's see if there's another question. Anybody got a question? So Brandon Fowler, did you guys just move up here? Would love to chat with you about Wisconsin winters. Those will be our first. I'm guessing you just moved up here. We've been up here for 2 winters so far, and they have been the worst winters in a very long time. I can't remember the amount of snow that we had in either winter, but oh boy, it's been crazy. You know, the temperature, I don't mind the temperature so much, I guess. You know, sometimes it gets down to like -30. And that's just the actual temperature, not the feels like temperature, which is with the wind chill, which is silly anyway. But the snow is challenging to deal with. When it snow drifts up in you're ridiculous.
What?
Nothing. When the snow drifts up in front of the barn door, and we can't. It's 6 foot high. We can't get through to milk the cow unless we shovel all of the snow. Well, thankfully, it's not a real wet snow. It's a really dry, fluffy snow, but there's just a lot of it. So we're trying to figure that out and putting up like a snow fence. What are you doing? Trying to put up a snow fence to kind of block the drifts from in front of the door. So, and then as we, compact it down, it will, I'm not kidding, it will probably be 3 feet high, this big hill that we have to go over and then down into the door. So it's
And our
challenging.
neighbor, the Don, he told us rumor about our house when he was a young boy. And he said that it got so bad, the snow got so bad, that it would pile up, and then they would have to tunnel, and the snow drift would go right over the top, and it would be a tunnel, like 6 foot tall tunnel. And
Over the top of
from
what?
the house to the barn.
What?
That's what he said. And he said that they basically loved it because then it wasn't 30 below. It was like 0.
How in the heck did that happen?
The snow. It's nasty stuff.
Yeah, no, well, Brandon, I think they just moved up here, so get proper equipment. And there's something that we heard from somebody that lives in the UK. There is not bad weather, it's bad clothing.
Same thing with equipment.
Get layers, many layers of clothing,
gloves,
hats, something to cover your face. Those are important. And proper equipment. Got to have proper
I
equipment.
think it's time for a little commercial break right now. This is brought to you by Bounty Matic 5000, the Big Family Homestead 2000 pack. That's right. And this is our special BB Matic 2000. This is triple ply, people. Actually, no, we can only afford the single ply. The single ply, but I want you to know, folks, that this is a bargain at $18.85 for 3 monthly installments of $18.85. You can have the BB Matic 5000. Actually, that's 2000. This sheet, it's the lower numbers, the better number in this case. It's like gauging earrings. The lower, 3 low prices. She has thrown away our inheritance. You've thrown away our inheritance. What are we gonna do now? The king. This is about the only crown I'm fit to wear, right? Yeah.
Yeah, well.
So, anyway, let's move on to the next big actual announcement. BB, 3 monthly installments of $18.85, and this can be yours today. All right. This one's not as big of an announcement, but the website, our Big Family Homestead website, 2 cases and free shipping. That's right, exactly.
That's funny.
Except she's overseas, so there's going to be a slight, $4,000, shipping and handling kind of thing. But the website. Start to look for new articles, new recipes, new everything on the website. Basically what happened, about 3 months ago, we got the website up, the framework up, and I started putting up just old videos that we had just to make sure everything was working properly. Okay? It was really, honestly, just so that it could make sure that it works.
Yeah.
And so now that we know that the framework is working, we're going to start posting articles and input and all kinds of stuff. There's going to be, what do they call those things? Polls that we've got with you guys, what's going on in your area, that sort of thing, so it can kind of be more of a community and less of just, hey, here's a website. Yeah. Of course, Katia. Yeah, there's no way it's going up. I think we should probably mount this right here. No, it's good. We're good. And that little picture right there, that's something that Ruth drew.
Oh,
She
yeah.
actually insisted on it going up on the wall, and I was like, you know what? Let's put it right there.
Yeah.
Tyler Woods, read that, Mama.
Grandma told the story of a blizzard on their North Dakota farm. Grandpa shoveled the path to the barn until the sides of the path became so high that it snowed over, leaving a tunnel till spring.
That's what they said here.
Yep. Well, the only problem is, how did they get out of the... Did they, I mean...
No.
I guess they had a separate driveway? Or did they just not go anywhere?
Back in the day, you didn't go anywhere.
No. I would like
You
that.
just didn't go anywhere.
Stay home and not go anywhere.
The TP would just be like Thrive. Everybody needs it.
Everybody needs it. That's funny.
There you go. Maybe we could get some. Maybe we get some moringa infused toilet paper. That way you can get all the natural.
Okay, no, stop. Please just stop where you're going with that.
I was thinking, you know.
No. Just
the oil that we get.
You remember that line?
I passed it a while ago.
Yes.
You need to go back
to that line.
That line I saw
stay back
there.
Yeah, you go back to that line and stay there.
But the oil that they
No.
You know what I'm talking
please
about.
Please stop.
It's a soothing salve.
Stop it.
Okay, refocusing. Stay on target.
Is my face bright red yet?
Stay on target. Look to the website for new changes. And if you're not already subscribed to the website, it's bigfamilyhomestead.com. Go check it out. Also, before we get to probably the biggest update / change of the whole day, and it's going to probably affect the next, well, we're working on it. Let's come to that in a second. If you guys are interested in finding out a little more content that YouTube doesn't really like to, have out there, stuff that's a little more controversial, that it's still family friendly, but they just don't like it, check out our Patreon page. Mm-hmm. I know I've said I'm going to post stuff there more often, and I do once in a while, not as much as I should. But that's going to change because of all this restructuring. All of this restructuring is going to allow me time to make sure I get stuff up there at least once or twice a week, more like twice. And you're going to work on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 So Facebook friends.
I don't do Instagram.
BFFs.
We don't do that.
Adaptive Maritzheimer. Sorry, guys, we are sick.
Yeah.
We'll take 200 cases of the BB-Matic. Poor Christa. Esther, is it time for you to sing, Brad? I'm not sure today would be a good day.
Today's not a good day for that. No, he's really sick up here.
However, I have been toying around with the idea of, since we're going to be doing more, I don't even know, intensified content, I've been thinking about writing a song every week, making sure a song is done in our video that would come out on Sunday every week.
Cool.
So I don't know if that
have to work that in.
I don't know if that would be valuable to you guys. It would probably be a bunch of ideas that I have about how God just absolutely is in love with us. Because it blows me away. Completely blows my mind how much he's given us. Yeah. Anyway, so that's just another thing I was going to think about. What's that say there, Mama? Cobb Homestead.
Brad, I might be off topic, but thank you for being so truthful and insightful. I really love hearing your mini rants on many things. I appreciate you.
You're one of 5s who really... No, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I do.
That's funny. Jesus is Lord. I don't do Instagram either. I don't need to forget another password.
Oh my gosh.
Just make all your passwords the same.
1.
No.
2.
Oh, Glory Farm. I don't want to do Instagram.
3.
I have enough on my plate.
4. Instagram. Oh my gosh. And I thought Facebook was a black hole of time.
Oh yeah, no kidding. It really can be. if you're not careful. I mean, loads of people make comments on some things, and it's like, oh.
And then they pile on, and then you gotta respond.
Yeah.
No.
So, no.
Time out.
Okay,
Flag on the
serious
play.
question now.
Handling.
North Star Prep Starter, could you make moringa oil for a face cream?
Yes.
Yes. You could use the moringa oil by itself.
Yeah.
I haven't started doing that. I need to start doing that. No, I guess I don't need to.
You could take. I'll tell you what. And I guess I was gonna say this is a shameless plug. Well, it is kind of a shameless plug because we like the Pura Vida brand.
Mm-hmm.
They make that oil that you could put straight into any hand cream or any cream you like,
right?
And just use it like that. I don't know, but I think they're making a cream right now.
Ooh, very cool.
Has not come out on the market yet. But you just put it in whatever you want. It's completely cool.
Or just use it straight, is what I was going to say a minute ago. I use a sweet almond oil just on my face. I used to use coconut oil, but I use the sweet almond oil just on my face as a moisturizer. Otherwise, my face is too dry. And I don't have dry skin, but up here, it can be really dry. So I use that as any kind of foundation or anything like that. So
yeah.
But
okay.
Moisturizer.
Are we ready for the last and biggest? Oh, let's talk about that real quick.
Okay.
If you guys are interested, Monday through Friday in the morning, Central Time, I do a quick half-hour Bible devotion. And what we do is we read a chunk of scripture, we unpack it a little bit, and then we pray for each other as a group. That's it. There's no fringe doctrines going on. It's straight up the center of what it is to be in the Christian faith. So you're not going to have like, well, should I be barking in the spirit? No. We're not going to deal with that kind of stuff. No. Should I be hopping over pews while I carry the torch of Elendi to the... No.
Playing with snakes.
No kissing snakes, no drinking turpentine. No. If you're interested in something like that, that's 8:30 a.m. Central, and the channel's called Big Family Devotions.
Yep. Big
Family Devotions.
I wonder if moringa powder was what the Wicked Witch of the West used.
It's not a bad thought. Not a bad thought. Okay. Let's be careful how we start this last one.
Okay.
This is probably the biggest potential thing we've been working on, and it may seem like coincidental that there are other channels that might be doing something similar, but I promise you, has nothing to do with anything that anybody else has been doing.
No, we've been talking about this for
a year.
A long time, yeah.
And as a matter of fact, just in the idea process, we've purchased domain names that we may or may not use, but the big the big possibility, because we're not satisfied on it, we're praying on it, is a name change on our channel.
Yep.
We have not come to what that name change will be, but what we've kind of understood is that what we do is bigger than just homesteading.
Right. That's exactly right.
I mean, we don't just prep either. We're not just preppers.
No.
We're not just homesteaders. We're not just
some family
community. Right. We don't just bake things.
Right.
We don't just farm things. Mm-hmm. We're trying to find something that will encapsulate what it is that we do better, because there are so many channels out there now that call themselves homesteading channels. Mm-hmm. And we feel like, while that's great, good for you, honestly, but we're very different than most of those channels.
Yes. Yeah, I think so.
And so we're just trying to figure out what's the best way where we can not be disingenuous. Because you bake.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cook chili soon.
Well, I bake. We cook a lot, obviously, for our family, but and we don't just, open a box and open a can. We cook for everything from scratch. Except those corn dogs, man.
Corn
No.
dogs.
No. We farm. We don't do like the big agriculture.
But we're also not like a backyard farmer.
No, we're not a small.
We're
little...
bigger than tiny, but we're also not a big farm.
Right.
We're homesteaders, but then we do a lot of other stuff homesteaders don't do.
Right.
We are a cooking channel, but we also don't do just that.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Sam's allotment dairy.
So
I like that name.
We are considering a name change.
Yeah.
And so don't freak out if one day we've just decided prayerfully that God said, here's your name.
Do it. Right.
And then you come and you go, am I on the right channel?
Right.
Because we haven't decided yet.
Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do just yet.
Or we may do nothing.
Right.
Have you considered doing any homestead gatherings? Is there a reason you don't? Albany Mountain Homestead.
Going to any homestead gatherings. The real issue.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is a lot of the homestead gatherings are far away. And we can't just up and leave. We have a farm to run. We have steers that have to be fed and watered, which we could have a neighbor do that. But we also have a milk cow that has to be milked twice a day. And we can't just up and leave her. And that milk is mainly to help Grace, our daughter who has a G-tube.
Yeah.
So to just up and go is really challenging for us.
That is 100% true. Yeah. But I'm going to tell you maybe a slightly more raw version of another reason.
You can go there too.
I'm going to go there.
I was thinking about that.
We love getting together with people, and we love meeting new friends who are really friends. But the sad part of the reality of YouTube is a lot of people are not interested in becoming friends with you. They're interested in seeing, oh my gosh, Big Family Homestead has 160,000 subscribers. If I go and associate with them, then I'm going to get a bunch of subscribers for my channel. And the sad thing is that happens so much that we get burned when we think that we're friends with people, and then they're not.
No.
They just want to take.
No, they just take. You don't have to say anything.
Okay.
We'll talk about that later. And honestly,
I love meeting with real people.
We love meeting new people, and we love being friends with new people, but we're not. We're not in the habit of wanting to be used.
And I'm tired of plastic, man.
Yeah.
You know what? There are several people out here who I see names across this board right now who we have relationships with. And I'm not going to start naming names because if I do, I'll miss somebody and then someone will feel like they're left out. Right. But there's a good many names here that I know that we've emailed, talked with, chatted with, on the phone, hung out with.
Right.
And we really love that engagement. But once again, the sad truth is that so many people just want to get the photo and then they all of a sudden get a bump in subscribers or something thinking that's going to help them.
And you never hear from them again.
Then they're gone.
Right. So, no, we're not interested in getting used. We're truly interested in building community. And
not fake.
Right. That's hard to do. So,
However, we are working on how to do that without being fake.
Right.
We did some stuff with over there in Fireworks, man, my buddy. Gosh, I cannot think of his name. Will, the Weekend Homesteader. 2 years in a row, and it was great. And we actually made some friends out of it. Yep. Roy and Shelly, you guys see them once in a while.
Yep.
and there's a lot of people that we met that have been just fabulous.
Mhm.
But there were honestly people there that they just wanted to
Boost their channel.
Yeah.
Not all of them. There was a few, but not everybody.
And so that hurts. To be honest, it just hurts.
Yeah.
Not because they're getting subscribers, because you guys are going to decide what you want to watch and what you don't want to watch.
Well, and you know what? There are channels, they've got the corner on the market. And you can't subscribe to any other channel.
Okay, what she's getting at is there's this attitude in the YouTube community
you're gonna steal
that there's some limited amount of subscribers. And if Red, White, and Blue Workshop likes us, we cannot let anybody else get to Red, White, and Blue Workshop, because if any other channel gets to them, then they're going to watch them instead of us. And I'm like, guys, do you not understand how big the internet is?
There are so many people out there that are interested in homesteading and farming and things that all these other channels to do. There are so many people that it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Oh, shoot.
She just dumped the water on there.
No, it's empty. See? It's empty.
Dave Smith, I have 3 subs and no content. Not after anything but entertainment. Thank you, Dave Smith. And you know what? Here's a side note, Dave Smith. The reason why your name caught my eye, you want to know why? Yeah. Dave Smith Instruments are some of the best synthesizers that this world has ever seen. I have had a Prophet. It's a Prophet. It's a synthesizer. Oh, like butter. Dave, I know you're not that guy, because if you were, you'd have more than 3 subs, my friend.
Yeah.
But Dave Smith Instruments, my virtual hat is off to you.
Okay, Albany Mountain Homestead has another good question. Why not host a gathering in Wisconsin? Honestly,
I think that's a good idea.
It's a fantastic idea. Time has just really gotten away from us this year because of hay and wood, and it just, I mean, last year, middle of October, there was snow on the ground.
True.
So, honest, I don't.
True.
I don't know if we're going to be able
what?
to.
I'll tell you what. We've thought about it.
Yeah, we have.
And we've actually even been praying about it. And we've actually even thought about talking to Old Glory Farm about maybe setting something up down in their neck of the woods. Not necessarily that they do all the work or anything.
No, not at their place.
By the way, we're meeting at your house next week. No.
No, we're not next weekend. No, we're busy next weekend.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
That's kind of the whole bit, guys. That's what's going on. Yeah. And Tyler Woods, synthesizers make stuff up. That's true.
That is true.
But not without a good driver. So anyway, that's kind of really what we wanted to come and say. Is there any final questions or anything?
No, I just have to thank Housewife in the Woods and Cherry. Thank you. Because Housewife in the Woods just said, love watching you two because you are real. This is who we are. I can't put fake on. Honestly, I'm just not that way, am I?
No, you're not.
If I'm irritated with something, you'll know it. Right, honey?
If you go back, how about this? You know what? I've got a fun video idea.
Oh, no. Ways to irritate.
No. Just hear me out.
Okay.
This could be a contest.
Oh no.
Go back in our cooking videos and you pick out 3 cooking videos in which just before we started recording, Christa and I had an argument. And we still had to do it anyway. Because we're going live in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
As my head is turning purple. Because nobody, oh my gosh, nobody out there has ever had an argument with your spouse on the way to church.
Oh, no, never.
Never happens. Never. Oh, no.
I think we did this weekend, didn't we? No, because
I didn't.
We were driving in separate cars this past Sunday. So Oh, stop. Punk.
Yeah. No, and nobody's ever had an argument just before church. And then you got to smile and go, praise God from whom all flow and something.
You know it's a really good argument when the husband and wife don't sit next to each other.
We've never gotten that bad yet.
No, we did once.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was once.
That was a good one.
Yeah, it was a really good one.
Thank God that
And-
he's got a sense of humor and
Right.
yeah.
Right.
So anyway,
That's funny.
yeah, argument before church. Yeah, no one's ever had that
Nobody's
happen.
ever had that happen.
So
Or with your kids, you know, the kids are fighting. And...
yeah, shut up back there. No, I don't yell at the kids like that.
No.
I just think it's funny to channel Chris Farley from Saturday Night Live. Remember that big guy?
No yelling on the
No yelling on the bus. I don't. Every once in a while, it's fun.
Oh wow.
Heather says, "I believe we were at your house when that happened."
Yeah, they mm-hmm.
They were at our house.
They were at our house, and we had just had an argument, and they had shown up right after. Yep. Nope. I remember that.
Yeah. And there's no stopping it.
There's no stopping it, not in any way.
I mean, and it's always right before something where it's just, here it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so you go,
just kinda have
so what
to...
you do is you go, hey everybody, it's Brad from the Big Family Homestead.
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly
and then you
what
go,
have to do.
And Christa from the Big Family Homestead. See, I've had more time to mask it.
Yeah, no, I can't.
I've
Yeah,
been on stage.
Put on your
20
happy church faces.
I've been on stage 20 more years.
Yeah.
I know that when it drops, you're smiling.
Done.
Man, oh man, it's so glad to have you here.
Oh wow, especially bad when you're the pastor and your wife plays the piano.
That
Oh my gosh.
is funny. That would make a video.
Yes.
I would watch that.
Totally.
So,
Totally. I can
anyway.
totally see George and Melissa doing that.
Yeah.
No, they're
We still
so
love
sweet.
you all. You made us feel normal.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
That's funny. Tyler Woods, if you're the pastor and the wife's playing the piano,
Mhm.
everything just got really heavy. Sounds like Metallica.
In the
Even
glare.
though we're doing Amazing Grace. Oh boy.
So far, Sherry, our day is fantastic.
Problem is, we're gonna have to say goodbye.
Yeah, we're pretty much done now.
We actually got to go
We
move
were gonna.
wood.
We were honestly.
we really do got to move
we
wood.
were only gonna be live for like 15 minutes. An hour later. 1 hour later.
You guys have a blessed day, and thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for hanging out with us and dealing with our nonsense. So I got to go Roto-Rooter my nose.
Yeah, I need a cough drop.
I could maybe.
No, we're good.
Bye.
Good night.